Susan, so what's up? What's up? What's the tea? Let's spill it. What's the tea? What's the tea? Yeah.
Yeah, so today I'm hearing on the TL that there's so much
Okay.
text on our social media. You know, we learn a lot from social media. So
Yes.
they want us to address the effect and the impact of social media, analyzing the different platforms in our society and
Okay.
our personal connection. So we are going to talk more about how the social media affects us and then dealing with anxiety when it comes to social media. And the last one is self-doubt. I mean, if we're on social media and we are seeing things and we are getting pressured or something, we begin to like doubt ourselves, our self-confidence and all that stuff like that. So we are going to talk about that today, the effect of social media on our personal growth and also how to eradicate self-doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I first of all, I think this is a very important topic to discuss, especially since we all use social media. I mean, it is by social media or by yes, through social media that I'm able to connect with you this evening, connect with all your viewers. I'm sure there are some outside the country, there are some in Tamale, all across the country that we are able to connect via the power of social media. So it is a very important tool, especially in this 21st century. We cannot do without social media. And it will amaze you to know that the average person spends about 2.5 hours on social media a day.
Yeah.
And that is about 5 years of our adult life in total, which is really serious. Imagine what you can do in the next 5 years or what you'll be in the next 5 years. And imagine again spending all that time on social media. It's crazy. If you want to break it down, in a year, you spend like a month or two on social media alone. That is like 2 months out of 12 gone. And so it is very important that we discuss how social media affects our mental health. I believe that there are so many of us who are on so many platforms. Let's talk about X. Let's talk about TikTok. Oh, TikTok is my favorite. I'm sure it's our favorite. I know everybody loves TikTok, including the old men and women. Our grandparents, they even love TikTok more than us, because it is fun and all of that. There is Instagram, there is Facebook, the Threads, just name them, 1,001 media platforms through which people can connect with their family and friends and even their loved ones. Okay. And all of these social media platforms play an important role in our lives. I would like to talk about a few of them, okay? A few of the platforms and how they help us connect with people and how they shape our thoughts, they shape our mental health, okay? So let's talk about society. When it comes to society, how does social media help in society? Okay, let's take a platform like X and TikTok since we are discussing this topic on TikTok. It is via these platforms that we spread information. A few months ago, we saw the Iranian war. I mean, how would we have known if there was no social media? It would have taken a long time, or would have had to use the traditional mediums. I mean, how many people watch TV today? How many people listen to the radio today? Okay, we would have had to wait a long time before getting to know about some of these information. So it helps to bond society, or it helps to spread information in society. That is one good use of social media, or one importance of social media society. But in the same way that good news can spread, bad news can also spread. In fact, bad news spread wider than the good news, and we can all attest to that fact. Let any news site announce on social media that, oh, somebody has committed a murder, or for the sake of TikTok rules, somebody has been raped, or somebody's nudes have been leaked.
Yeah.
You will see how this information will spread. So in the same way that social media helps us spread information widely, it also shares a lot of negative information, and we can attest to the fact that negative information spreads wider like a wildfire than even the positive information. So yes, let's talk about trends too. I've spoken about society, that is one. Let's talk about trends. TikTok helps us to trend? I will explain that. I mean, I know we all understand that, but trend in the sense that, you know, I remember during COVID there was this trend. Baby, come give me something. Oh, I don't know if you remember. Baby, come give me. Trends. But today, where is that trend? Today, where is that trend? In 2026, that trend in 2020 is no longer relevant. So, how long will you keep following trends? Okay, and what trend are you even following? It is very important. It is very important. But we should also know that trends die fast. I don't know if I'm permitted to name certain people, but for the sake of education, I remember just about a year or two ago, there was this guy called Agadu. Where is Agadu today? Trends. Trends do not last forever, they keep changing. Okay, so you can't rely on trends the whole time because of the social media, and then you have to trend. I've discussed society, I've discussed trends. Let me discuss personal connections. Like WhatsApp. WhatsApp helps us to connect with family and friends. On WhatsApp call, WhatsApp videos, all of that. They help us connect with family and friends. And let's take a platform like Instagram. Instagram helps us to connect with other people. Sometimes social media makes you feel like you know an influencer even more than you know your family member.
No, right?
Because I mean, I follow Amabeland a lot. I'm trying to use a local influencer so that we can all keep up with the pace. I follow Amabeland a lot, and I feel like I know her in and out because that is how much I watch her. So social media tends to make us feel like we know influencers more than we know even our family members, maybe our sisters or our cousins. But no, that is not the case. Point is, nobody will come and watch their dirty linen outside. Nobody will come and show you the bad things happening in their life. We will only show the good things. Because, I mean, who wants to watch their dirty linen outside? Nobody. Okay, so I was talking about society, I was talking about trends, I was talking about personal connections. Okay, how social media links all of these things to us and then the people around us. Now, let's talk about the implications of social media. Social media is very good. Trust me, it is. I believe it is from coming from a STEM perspective, coming from a science and tech perspective, I believe that social media is one of the biggest inventions to have ever occurred in the 21st century. Let's compare it to electricity. Let's compare it to inventions in the fourth industrial. Let's compare it to things like that. Let's compare it to the internet. Social media is one of the greatest inventions to have ever happened to the human race in the 21st century. So it is very important. But we should know that social media has its positive sides and its negative sides. Positive sides and its negative sides. Let's talk about the positives first before we do the negatives, if that is okay. But I mean, if your viewers are following the conversation, maybe they can type social media or something in the comment section. Please type social media. Type social media if you are connecting. Type social media. If you are following the conversation, please type social media. If you are following the conversation, yes. Type social media if you are following the conversation. Yes.
Amazing.
Peace, love. Thank you. Yeah. Social media, yes, great. I think we have a good number. Let's talk about the positive effects of social media. The first thing I would love to talk about is community and support. Community and support. Believe me, I have met people on social media who have had a positive impact on my life, even more than those I live with or see every day. Okay, let's talk about social media platforms like TikTok for community. Let's talk about Facebook. Let's talk about WhatsApp groups. Let's talk about a platform like Reddit. I don't know if you know Reddit. Reddit is a community where you can address all your issues. You have a question, just go and ask the question on Reddit, and you have a lot of people giving you answers or sharing their idea on that particular topic. And so social media helps us to create a community that supports us. It creates, if we are girls, lately the women, we are being taught women empowerment. You have the likes of Dr. Zida, you have the likes of OPD, you have the likes of, all those people. We are being taught women empowerment, which in previous years, I always say that our parents' generation, they forgive me, but no more Jimmy Kaka. And so, yeah, the moment I tell my mom all the time, say, because if you push them, they go. They didn't know their rights. They didn't know when to speak. They didn't know when, they were just push and go. The moment to push them, push to start. They are just starting. They didn't ask questions. They were just going with the flow. But today, through social media, advocacy have come a long way. Women know their rights. People know their rights. You know what we have to do and what we do not have to do. Even if there was a life you were living through social media, you can know that, no, if I do it this way, it's going to help me. So that is the community support that social media brings us, which is very positive. You are laughing, it's true. Our parents, they were, forgive my language, they were very stupid. Trust me. You see a woman who has 9, 10, 11 children, her husband beating her up, but on kasa. But today, social media, because of TikTok, we have come to realize that, listen, speak up. We have seen women coming out to share their stories. And so women who are suffering abuse know that they are not alone. They can also share their story. They can live terrible relationships. That is how beautiful social media is. Yes. Another positive side is access to help. Access to help. Today we see people who are sick, who need urgent surgery, who need like expensive surgery. We realize that people create GoFundMe accounts for them so that we can all support. It doesn't matter, as much as 5 cities, you can support somebody to get a surgery. These are the positive effects or positive impact of social media. Access to help. You can access help at any time. Today on TikTok, if you are going for, let's say, a brunch, or you are going for a dinner, you don't know what to wear, you can just type in ladies dinner outfits, and then TikTok will give you options. Okay, or you can even post it on your story, and then people will suggest ideas to you. That is the power of social media. Number 3, or let me give you one more, and then we can go to the negatives. Maintaining bonds. You will agree with me. We see the likes of Rose Gold, Mami Gold, they form sisterhood to advise each other, to share with each other, all of that. Social media helps us to create bonds. Like I mentioned earlier, I have made some friends on social media that in real life, I don't have people I am close to like that. I'll tell you for free. One of my best friends is Nigerian. She's Nigerian, and we've been friends for 5 years, but we have never seen each other before. Power of social media. But we help each other in so many ways, in different ways. That is the power of social media. We create bonds, we create connections, we are able to get access to help. But listen, everything that has a positive side has some negatives attached to it. So what are the negative effects of social media? Okay. Comparison trap. That is number 1. Comparison. Please, if you are following, type mental health. Yes. Comparison. Yes. If you are following, please type mental health. If you are following, mental health. Type mental health. Yes. Type mental health. Great. So let's talk about the negative effects of social media. The first one is the comparison trap. See, social media can make you feel like you are less human than any other person. Social media can make you feel like you are less of a woman than the other person, less of a man than the other person. Why? You may have gone to school with somebody. Hello, can you hear me? Yes. Comparison trap. You may have gone to school with somebody. Maybe you were even more brilliant than the person in class. Okay, but then
Yeah.
suddenly on social media, you see that the person is flying in private jets, the person is traveling the world, touring different places, eating in fancy restaurants, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But you are still struggling. Life is not easy. You are struggling, but the same person you sat in class with is flying in private jets. You tend to compare and contrast. You tend to ask yourself questions. What am I doing wrong? What is wrong with me? Am I not beautiful enough? Am I, all those questions. So you start to comparison. Listen, our bodies will never be the same. Our lifestyle will never be the same. Our successes will never be the same. In Chi, we say in Satya Nyepe. No, We will never be the same. Even if you take twins, okay, identical twins, they have their differences. You can spot their differences sometimes. Even identical twins are not the same. So we can never be the same. Susan, someone says they can't hear you. No, we can't hear you. Yes, I can hear you. No, I can't hear you. I can see you speak, but I can't hear you. No, no, no. I mean, but back to the conversation. Back to the conversation. You know, social media tends to make us compare ourselves with others. But this is where I'll tell you that you need to slow down. You need to take your time. Listen, you are doing well. You are where you were supposed to be at the right time, in the right place. There's no need to rush. There is no need to want to be at a level that you have to fight. Listen. Take it easy. Take it slow. Yes, this is Amoani. Take it easy. Take it slow.
I hear me.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, amazing.
Yes. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it slow. Okay, you are doing well and you will be fine. There's no need to compare. You've seen this example. If I use it, but I mean I can use it because today the news was released. One of our own sisters who was convicted of fraud some time ago in Abrochi. Today, the police has released a report where she has been named as one of the most. I don't remember the title, but they have named or termed her as one of the craziest or something like that convicts in history. You get it? So imagine comparing yourself to someone like this. Do you know what she did to get there? Can you do what she did to get there?
Exactly.
Do you understand? I'm not saying they did anything bad, but even if they are doing anything bad, are you ready to do the bad things they are doing to get there? Please go at your own pace and pray to whatever you believe in. I mean, I'm very liberal. I'm Christian, yes. But I also believe that people serve all sorts of things. Whoever or whatever it is you believe in, if it is God, pray to your God. If it is Allah, pray to Allah. Whatever it is, if it is a stone, whatever it is, please don't stand in the middle. Whatever it is you belong to, pray to it to help you. There's no need to rush. There's no need to compare yourself to anybody. Listen, if you do that, one day, because it is all here. It is all in it is all in your mind. And so it would affect you so much that you may want to commit suicide and then go away. So please, the comparison should end. It doesn't help anybody. And number two, Susan, say that again.
I'm thinking that sometimes too, I feel like sometimes we lack self confidence or self worth. We don't
True,
really
true,
know. Yeah.
true,
So we
true.
tend to compare ourselves with
To
other
other
people.
people, true.
Like in this kind of situation, how do you think
Hmm.
one can actually like want to love themselves? Because I've been talking about self love on my Snapchat, and then I realized that so many people have this. How do we love ourselves? How can we love ourselves? Can you give us just
Okay, just one thing. I will use a very personal example. You know, you have to have a lot of confidence. Well, it doesn't have to be a lot, little confidence to love yourself. So, this is what you do: identify one thing about yourself that you love the most. Identify one thing about yourself that you love the most. It could be tangible, it could be intangible, whatever it is, just identify one thing. Is it your eyes that you love? Is it your eyes that makes you unique? Is it your nose, your lips? Is it your voice? Is it the way you walk?
yeah,
Is it your skin? What is it? Just identify one thing that you love about yourself.
yeah,
That is where confidence starts from. Okay. I always say that I grew up in an era where being fair was the ish. Okay. I mean, I'm a millennial. I'm not Gen Z. I'm a millennial. So when I was growing up, there was this movie called Oba Koko, and it looked like everybody, oh yeah, Koko, doors open for you. So if you are not confident enough being dark skinned, you will coil in your shell. You will never come out because you feel like no opportunity will be given to you because of the color of your skin. But hello, I am dark, and so what? I may be more intelligent by than the person who is fair. I don't even mean to compare or contrast, but I have my strengths. And so please identify something you love about yourself and then roll with it. Okay, and then don't let anybody kill your vibe. Don't let anybody or anything kill your vibe. See, if you ever feel like somebody or something is killing your vibe, let me recommend this song by Kanye West. Let me recommend it. Please, I'm on live. I'm on live. I'm on live. Sorry, that's my niece. Thank you. I'm coming. Okay. Sorry. If you ever feel like somebody is letting you down or somebody wants to kill your vibe, please, this song by Kanye West is called "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe." Listen to it. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill. See, don't let anybody. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. How dare you? Do you get it? So please, that is where self-confidence starts from. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Just identify one thing you love about yourself. I may not have it all, but I know that when I open my mouth, you keep quiet to listen to me. That is my superpower. And so that is what I ride with. Please identify one thing you love about yourself. And if you forget, or if somebody tries to kill your vibe, I said go and listen to Kanye West. Sorry, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Thank you. Oh, forgive me. Yeah, I have to mind my language. Forgive me. When I'm serious, I get. Forgive me. Okay, so let's go to the next thing. Doom scrolling and anxiety. Doom scrolling and anxiety. You see, I believe in mindset. I believe that what a person will become depends on how they think, depends on the state of their mind. I am a Christian. The Bible says that as a man thinketh, so is he. As a man thinketh, so is he. That is the Bible. If you read other books, it tells you it is your mind that shapes your being. Whatever you think is what you are. So I am very mindful of the things I watch or the things I read before I sleep. You know, usually some of us like to scroll through social media before going to bed. We watch TikTok videos, even one yada, right? It is okay. It is very good. It is very good. But you see, mind what you watch. Mind what you watch. Because when you sleep, you are in your subconscious. It is during sleep that everything happens. So what you watch before sleep affects your mind. It affects who you are the next day. So why don't you spend that time scrolling on social media? Why don't you spend that time watching rich talk? Watch rich people on TikTok. Watch people who have made money. Watch people who own luxury brands. Watch people who have money. Watch luxury cars. Watch houses. In fact, that is when you have to plan your future home decor. Watch those things before you sleep, because all those things shape your mind. If you doom scroll, it affects your mind. You see that you wake up in the morning and then you are feeling bad. You wake up in the morning and then you are sad. Nothing is really going well. It is because of what you watched before you slept. I'm going to sleep and I'm watching Iranian war. I'm seeing blood. Forgive me. I'm seeing Moja. Let me speak to you so that TikTok does not ban this. Yeah. I'm seeing Moja. I'm seeing Amanfa Yekunku Momo. I'm watching things that will make me sad within. It is all going into my mind. So the next day you wake up and then you feel like you are not okay. You are sad. Everything is not going well. It is because of what you look at, what you watch. So doom scrolling doesn't help anybody. Doom scrolling makes you anxious. It makes you super anxious. So please, rather than watch or listen to the bad things happening in the world or the bad things people are doing to other people, please watch rich talk. Watch rich talk. Watch rich people. That is how you become rich. You shape your mentality. Okay. Number 3. I'll give one. I have about 3 more to go. Susan, am I permitted? After him, okay. The third one is sleep disruption. I know we are all guilty, or most of us are guilty. We'll scroll through TikTok until 3 a.m. before we sleep. We'll scroll through TikTok, then be watching funny videos, we'll be watching skits. We'll say, oh, let me watch. By the time you realize it's 3 a.m. and maybe you have work in the morning. It's unhealthy. You see, you wake up in the morning and then you are moody because you didn't have a lot of sleep, you are tired, everything annoys you, you don't want to talk to anybody. Who forced you? You were watching TikTok by yourself. Do you understand? So let's it's serious. Sleep disruption. Social media disrupts our sleep. And you need the sleep for your body to function properly. You need the sleep for your mind to function properly. Okay. Number 4, cyberbullying. Cyberbullying and rejection. Cyberbullying. Hey, back in 2019, Susan, it's crazy, eh? Cyberbullying. 2019, I did Miss Ghana, eh? And see, after the pageants, it is so stressful because you are doing media tours and then you are thanking sponsors and all of that.
Hear me?
Yes, I can hear, but it's faint.
Oh my God.
It's faint.
Okay. Sorry, let's continue.
Uh-huh. You see, I mean, the pageant was very stressful. So after the pageant, we were doing thank you tours and all of that. And so one day we went on TV, and because we had a long night, I mean, by we, I mean the three of us, the winner, first runner, second runner, we were so tired that it had drawn on our faces. The makeup was dropping, the hair was basa, the dress was, oh my God. And see, I remember this interview was on City TV, and then City TV people took pictures and then posted on X, then Twitter. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. The insults, the bullying. Hey. I think it's one of the reasons why I still do not like X. It's one of the reasons why I still do not like X. Because I have been a victim of cyberbullying before. I did Miss Ghana in 2019, GMB in 2022. I was Miss Ghana in 2019. See, it was crazy. So cyberbullying is a thing. People will talk when you have a big tummy. People will talk when you touch your body. People will talk when you have elf ears. People will talk when your ears are flat. People will talk when you have very Afrocentric features. You have a big nose, you have big lips because you are African. Oh. People will talk because you have Afrocentric features. But the same people will talk when you get a rhinoplasty, when you go and do your nose, or when you put fillers on your face. Same people. So please, whatever you do, people will talk. So this is my advice. Please do you and be you. Because cyberbullying, in as much as we are trying to control, there will still be some bad and very terrible people who only take delight in bullying people on social media. Bad people will always be in society. My point is, do you? You want to get your body done? It is your choice. You want to leave your nose as big as it is? You want to leave your Afrocentric features? That is okay. Because whatever you do, people will talk about it. The last effect I want to talk about, the last negative effect I want to talk about is attention and dopamine. Attention. You see, social media sometimes makes us seek attention and validation from people who do not even matter.
Yeah.
We seek validation from people who do not even matter. They comment on your photos, they like your photos, but they don't even live with you in real life. They don't know what goes on in your life. They don't know what you eat. In fact, nobody cares. So there's no point in seeking unnecessary validation. Yes, you look good, but how else will we know? I mean, what if you are angry? What if you are hungry in real life? Somebody will look good, shepe, but maybe that day the person has only 5 cedis. 5 cedis. I always use this example. Have you realized that it is on days that your mother does not have money that the jollof is nice? On days that your mother does not have money, that is when the jollof is nice. But listen, there's no point in seeking validation from people who do not buy food for you, who do not give you money. If you like, spend all your money on looking good. We will say it is nice, so but when Broki catches you, you are alone.
Yeah.
So there's no need to seek attention. Yes.
I also think that self
Yeah.
validation from people is also like a form of self doubt. Self doubt. But when you don't
Yeah.
appreciate yourself enough, you tend to want to seek validation from people. Am I
Yeah.
okay? Am I fine? Do you think what I'm
Yeah.
doing is
Exactly.
all part of
Exactly.
self doubt? How like you don't love you. Somebody saying low self esteem. That's so much true. It's also
Yeah.
part of
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Exactly. Exactly. We seek validation from the wrong people. If you want to seek validation, please go and seek validation from your professor. Submit your thesis to him. Let him give you validation. That is what is important. But to seek validation from people on social media, I am sorry, but that is so wrong. Because if you spend all your money on looking good or spend all your money to please people, when you are broke in real life, we are not there and we do not care. Please remember all the time that nobody really cares. Black Sharif said it. Nobody cares like that, too. No, in fact, nobody. We don't care at all. We see the photo, we like it, and then we scroll to the next video. We have forgotten about you. So please, people pleasing. Mariam says, tell them, especially young ladies. I know. You see, Susan, I told you I am a millennial, and so I mean I understand Gen Z trends. Okay, I understand that we want to look good. We want people to say we are doing well, especially for those of you or for those of us who have done reality shows before. You understand how it is. For those of us who have done reality shows before, I tell people all the time that I did GMB in 2022, okay? And when we came back from GMB, it was crazy. The expectations are this high. You always have to look good. You always have to prove your point. You have to let people on social media know that you are doing well. And listen, Susan, is it rosy like that since you came home? Is it?
Rosy at
It's not rosy,
all. Not rosy at all.
It is not rosy.
Like each and every one.
Exactly.
But like
Exactly.
making us do that, we come out perfect.
Yes.
These
Yes.
like the things I know.
Exactly.
Perfect, like the way you want it. This is me.
Exactly.
I have body flesh and everything.
Great. I mean, I was very delighted when I joined the live and I realized that you're not even wearing makeup. That is how much of yourself you are. That is how much of you are being yourself. Exactly. Yeah. That is how much you love yourself. But those of us who have done reality shows before, when you come back from the reality show, it is crazy because society expects you to live by a certain standard, especially if you do not win the ultimate, which may come with a car. You can't use trotro again. Someone says, Queen, don't be distracted. I can't hear you. Just focus on. And I think next time, okay, maybe the person was referring to you. Okay, sorry. I mean, you can't use trotro again. You can't repeat clothes. You have to wear a certain type of hair. You always have to look good. You have to attend events. But these people who have set the standards are not giving you money to live by these standards. These people who have set the standards for you, nobody is sponsoring that lifestyle for you. Mariam says you can't even buy wache in peace. That is true. You can't even walk to the wache seller and buy your wache in peace. But I decided to live my life. I didn't win, yes. If they want to live by that is okay, the rest of the girls. But my point is, life goes on. Okay? Don't let anybody set the rules for you. If it's trotro you can afford, please use your trotro in peace. If you can use Uber occasionally, go ahead and use Uber. If you are lucky and then someone buys you a car or there is a car at home, please use it.
Thank God.
You see? But no pressure at all. At the right time, the lines will fall in place. So those of us from reality shows today, it is even crazier. And so a lot of the people from reality shows, they are suffering in silence.
That's so true. But listen, I feel like no one has created a standard for we are perfect.
Please, can you hear me?
When you can hear me.
Yes.
I'm saying that I feel like the
Yes.
standard creation, nobody has created any standard. I feel like the individual themselves are the one who are like putting themselves to create that standard for themselves. Because tell me why I'm back on the reality TV show and I can't be who I want to be, or how I used to be. I can't
Exactly.
be anymore. No,
Exactly.
I mean, you have to change. You have to change. So,
Susan.
100.
Yeah. Exactly, Susan. It's not like TV3 or the reality show you went to has given you the world.
They've given me a platform.
They have given you exposure. Yes.
Yeah.
To grow, exposure that you can ride on, exposure that you can use to your own benefit. But listen, life goes on. If there's a job you need to get, please go and get that job. If you left your job and went for the reality show, please go back to your job. If you're an entrepreneur, this is the time to push your business. Don't follow the fame and follow the all the things that come with the spotlight. Please, in 5 years' time, that is where you realize that my mistake. I always tell people that someone said, please manage. It's the first time. Is that for me or it's for
Hear
you?
me? Can you guys hear me? I'm so sad. Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you loud and clear. I can hear you loud and clear.
Hearing me.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm so sad. But let
Hello,
me
hello,
Yeah.
guys. Guys, if you can hear me, please manage the sound for today. We will work on it, please.
yes,
We
please
will
sorry.
work on it.
Work on it
Yes.
on next week.
Yes.
Sorry.
And please, if you are still on the live, type correct. Type correct in the comment section. Type correct, 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 correct. Then we can proceed. Correct. Type correct. Type correct. Type correct. Type
I'm
correct.
so sorry about that.
Type correct. Type correct. And then we can proceed.
I'm used
Please
to it.
type correct. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
Nice.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, you see, so there's no point in just be yourself. Exposure is good. And listen, life is more serious than reality show.
Yes.
Life is more serious than reality show. Please, and those of you who have expectations, please be I mean, it is not your business. It is nice to look out for your favorites. It's nice to look out for someone you voted for and all of that. But please, reduce your expectation. In fact, have no expectations of them at all. It's not necessary. Let them live their lives. If you want to walk across the road and buy their cocoa, please. And you as the individual, please have it in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay, have it in your mind that you can be yourself. You don't have to please anybody. You don't have to live your life for anybody. Otherwise, okay. And if you look at all these things and you feel like social media is giving you too much pressure, or you when you're on social media, people make you feel bad and all of that, then your algorithm has a problem.
Yeah.
Your algorithm has a problem. And so, do you know what you need to do? You need to detox the algorithm, detox it, detox it, detox it.
I think
You
one
know,
thing about TikTok is the more you continue engaging in one particular content, the more like you
yes.
get that particular thing.
Good, because you are the one who draws the algorithm. Okay,
Yeah.
your algorithm learns from you. It is what you search for. It is what you look at. That is what the algorithm brings to you. So you build your own algorithm. And so if you realize that your algorithm is throwing too much pressure at you, it is making you uncomfortable, you need to detox the algorithm. Let's see the algorithm as food. Let's see it as lifestyle. When you eat a lot of junk food, when you eat a lot of processed food, it's unhealthy, right? It makes you sick, it makes you unhealthy and all of that. So to be healthy, what do? You have to replace those junk foods with healthy foods.
Yes.
Okay, that is what I mean by detox your algorithm. Reason I told you that before you sleep, don't go and watch Iranian war. Please watch that during the day. It's good, the information is good, but before you sleep, watch rich talk. There are some very beautiful women on TikTok. They have nice houses, their kitchen has sound, and their fridge plays music. That is what I want. That is what you should be watching
Soft
before you
life.
sleep. It shapes your mind. It's soft life. It shapes your
Soft
mind.
life.
And so you realize that when you are thinking, all that you think about is to be a rich person, how I can be successful, how I can make money. That is all you think about, because your mind has processed the fact that rich people are on TikTok. That is what you are watching. Okay, it shapes your mind.
That
Okay, so detox your algorithm. How do you detox? I have what I call the 3-finger unfollow rule. 2 weeks ago, there is this girl on my Instagram. I know I'm not supposed, but women supporting women. Forgive me.
I know, right?
I have my own reasons into America and women,
Yeah.
but I realized that her content was not serving me positively, and wherever I pass, I see her content.
Yeah.
Yes, wherever it was like her content was chasing me. And Instagram, you can repost, and when you repost, it shows on the video that you have reposted or the photo that. And she was reposting. She seemed to be reposting everybody on my timeline. I was like, do you know what I did? 1, 2, 3. I unfollowed her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So scroll through your list. Any post that makes you uncomfortable, any post that affects your mental health, please unfollow that page
Yeah.
for the sake of your mental health. Unfollow that page,
Yeah, I
and you
think
realize how life. Susan, say that again.
I think sometimes we tend to be like, oh, this thing will not affect me, so let me leave it.
Share
You don't know
it.
that
Yeah, exactly.
sometimes you are unconsciously watching something, but then the thing
Yeah,
is, like
it
sometimes,
is.
for instance, when it comes to music,
Yeah.
something music,
Yes.
all of a sudden I'll start realizing I'm singing a song and I'm like, hey, see, this
Exactly. It's all built in your nervous system. Susan, it's a science. These things are not myths. They are not magic. It is science. It is all built in your nervous system.
yeah,
It is all built in your nervous system. So you need to ensure that your nervous system is healthy by consuming positive things, by what you watch, what you listen to, the people you interact with. Because your nervous system is what links your mind. It links to your mind, and that is what makes you. That is what brings you what you want. So whatever you see, whatever you watch, whatever you listen to, like the music example you gave, please filter it. Filter it. Like I'm saying, the 3 finger unfollow rule. Filter. If there's anybody that is not good for your mental health, please remove. Unfollow. If you can block. Things like that. Just so you can have your peace of mind. Okay. And when you unfollow, okay, or when you remove somebody, don't just remove. When you remove somebody, replace them. How do you replace them? You remove what is unhealthy for you and you replace it with who is healthy for you. Just like the junk food situation, I decided to cut down carbohydrates and replace them with protein. So I have removed this person who is not good for my mental health. I will bring in another person who speaks positively to my mental health. Okay. And one thing that we all do that doesn't help us is we try to cut cut it out completely. Okay, I'm deleting my TikTok account. I don't want to go on TikTok again because Mwame. Or I don't want to go on Facebook again because Mwame. We try to delete these things. But you see, cold turkey in this situation does not work. What do I mean by cold turkey? You remove the thing completely rather than taking your time. It's like an addiction. It's like a drug addiction. There was this guy on this podcast last week who was talking about an addiction to a certain drug, pentazocine. I don't remember the name, that he used to inject himself with. He injected so much that it touched his bones. There was no flesh. His body started rotting to the extent that it was rotting from within to outside.
so is he
And so
gone?
you don't see any sore on him, but when he comes close, you can't breathe because he's so addicted to the drug that he keeps injecting himself.
So he's gone.
Okay. He's still alive. He had to undergo serious therapy. Serious therapy. You see, it's addictive. I agree. But if you remove it completely, cold turkey, it does not work. So rather than removing it completely, what's it called? Petidine. Okay. I don't know. I am not a medical person, so I may not be able to pronounce it well. You get it? Rather than removing it completely, take your time. In kaka, gradual process. Like I said, it's like an addiction. You can't stop you can't stop at once and say, okay, I'm not going close to this thing again.
Yeah.
No, but you cut it off bit by bit. And then you realize that your algorithm is filtered. Now you open your algorithm and then you are seeing Mark Zuckerberg. You are seeing the rich people you are seeing Osei Kwame despite
How to make
those
money,
people, those people.
how to be a
Do you get
self
it?
boss, how to be
Ah,
you'll be seeing
exactly. Susan, I think I've been talking a lot. Let's leave the questions to your followers to ask, and then let's see how best we can answer them.
I'm
Please, do you have any questions?
yes, learn something. So if there's any question, I think my moderator will be reading that.
Yes, please. Do you have any questions? Would you want to ask any questions? Yes, Miss Gifty, Miss Isobel Gifty. Please ask your question. Please ask your question. Please ask your question. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section, and we'll do our best to answer to the best of our knowledge and our ability.
We should pick
I
two
mean,
people
two
to
people.
share their question, then we drop them. Is that okay?
Yes,
Someone, you can hear me.
yes. Someone is asking. Yes, Susan. Yes, please go ahead. Use your discretion. Whatever you want to do, I'm okay with
Yeah,
it.
I think we'll just pick two people.
Okay.
Then your name will push me to pick you. Then we'll ask hear you out, then I think I'm seeing God's grace. So go for God's grace.
Okay.
Then would
Okay. Hi. Good evening.
Hi, God's grace.
Mrs. Namwa Tin. Am I right?
Amoani.
Amoani. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Please, I wanted to find out. For instance, me in person. Um, the TikTok is a place of entertainment for me because I've lost both parents.
Sorry
So
to
just to
hear.
keep myself company, that is what I do. I always stay on the TikTok just to keep myself busy so that I don't think so much. So, what do you think it's best for me to do to be able to not be so addicted to it and get something like better for myself than to be more on the social media?
Social
Thank you.
media. Okay. Thank you very much, God's grace. I social media is good. Like I said earlier, I love TikTok myself. It's a place where I go to cool off because somebody will make you laugh, somebody will post something, and then that is how beautiful TikTok is. But I also believe in having other hobbies. I believe in having other hobbies. Social media cannot be anybody's hobby.
yeah.
Like you mentioned, it's for entertainment. That is where you forget your problems. That is where you forget your troubles because somebody will make you laugh. But it is important to find other hobbies. There are some hobbies that you don't even need to pay money to do or to engage in. Find other hobbies. Do you like dancing? I can recommend places that you can go and dance. It doesn't have to be Afrobeats. I'm very bad with Afrobeats. I can't dance. I can only try. But if you like dancing, on Wednesdays and Thursdays, Afrikiko does salsa and kizomba. Please go and dance your problems away. Go and dance your problems away. That is if you like dancing. If you love movies, go to the cinema, Accra Mall. You don't even have to pay much. It doesn't. I think it's not even up to 200 cedis. You can watch a movie on a big screen. It could be just you in the hall. That is you forgetting your problems. Do you love stage plays? National Theatre has Wednesday theatre, and you don't even have to pay. Some of these events are free. Watch an Ebo White play. I mean, look for these things. Find other hobbies or learn new things. If you don't have hobbies, please learn new things. Put something down, something in your mind, something you want to do before the year ends. Do you want to learn a new language? Please learn a new language. It all takes your sadness away. Maybe I want to learn French. How do I learn French? I know sometimes because we are addicted to social media, it is difficult to put our minds to what we have decided to do. But even if it demands that I change the settings on my phone so that every information comes in French, that is how I want to learn French. Please, you get it.
Yeah.
If you want to learn how to swim, find a swimming pool near you, find a coach, learn how to swim. These are all sorts of things that help us to forget our problems aside social media. Otherwise, you while away the whole time scrolling back and forth on social media, and at the end of the day, it may not add anything to your life. But if you learn a new language, you can benefit from it. If you learn how to swim, Ghana is a flood prone area. Ebia flood basic, swim your way through. You get it? If it's dancing, go and dance and forget your problems. There are so many hobbies that you can adopt rather than scrolling on social media. I hope I have answered your question.
I think to add to it too.
Yeah,
Sometimes
thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
okay, let me add one thing. Sometimes you may not have like the luxury to do all those stage play and all that kind of thing. TikTok
Yeah.
is not the entertainment place. YouTube is there. So like she said, find a hobby, something you want to learn. Maybe you want to learn how to do makeup, you want to learn how to braid your hair, you want to know how to make your dress. Sometimes you get your data, just go to YouTube and type and then be watching that and then you'll be learning. Because sometimes the devil finds work for an idle person. Do you get it? So when you are mind, I want to learn something, I want to do this, I want to do that, your mind becomes
Yeah.
very tired. So you will not even get time to want to watch TikTok or something that will make you feel more depressed than you are. Please, do we get it? So YouTube is there. So let's make use of YouTube. Like let's
Susan, let me add to what you have said. There's this gentleman who makes my clothes. Do you or can you believe that he didn't go to school to learn how to make clothes? He learned on YouTube. That is the power of social media. So rather than doom scrolling and then scrolling all day and in and out without learning anything. Use that time to same social media, learn something.
Yeah.
Learn how to cook a different type of meal, learn how to bake, learn how to, I mean, whatever you love, you can find it on social media. So rather than scrolling casually, scroll to learn something.
Let's make the good use of YouTube. YouTube is actually very good for each and everybody.
Yes, 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 yes.
God's grace.
And I mean, if you want to connect after here, as our social media is open, so you can connect after here. Send a DM, something. Let's pick it from there.
So thank you so much, God's grace. So you can go up. Okay. Hi, Mimi.
Hi, dear.
Hi.
Thank you so much for giving me the platform.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Miss Amoani, you're looking so
Hi,
beautiful.
Millian. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So I must confess that you guys are doing so well. These are some of the community that most of us we need to be joining to educate ourselves. Not only ourselves, but people around us that might necessarily need this
Yeah.
and then need to help them. So my question is, I've been bullied several times before, even from school, let's say from SHS to let's say university. Yeah, it got to a point that the way I choose to dress, people don't like it, and when I try to get close to them, they shift themselves. They don't want to be close to me because I am not up to that their standard. Like I don't wear their wigs. I don't go to the clubs they go to. I don't really follow them for their conversation. So they don't really like to hear me even speak. So wherever that I am, they are not there. But not knowing that, I think this is just a contribution to what you've said. Not knowing that they are actually creating another atmosphere for me to brand myself in a way where other people who believe in what I wear, what I do, or what I intend doing, to have that opportunity to do it. What am I saying? I'm just trying to say that sometimes the people trying to move away from you, it's even a sign that God is giving you that no, you don't belong to that pattern. You must find your pattern. So it has really helped me. And growing up, I love to work with elderly ones. So me trying to work with people who are in my range, I think I was trying to do things that are not to be good for me, just as Miss Amoini have said that we shouldn't be in haste to trying to do what people are doing. We must try to examine ourselves.
Okay.
Yes, examine what is good for us. So since I found out that me, I love music, I can play music from dawn till evening. And I don't like my problems to look like me on social media, especially on my status. So when I go to church, people be like, are you sure you get angry? Are you sure things like you're passing through things? Those should be the questions that they should be asking you, because they are confused. They don't know how to get to you. So thank you guys so much for this platform. And I'm going to preach to your community for others to join. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think you
Yeah,
identified your
Thank you. Thank
self-worth,
you.
you built your self-esteem. That is how come you're able to pull through those things.
exactly. Even
Yeah.
sometimes family will try to dictate how you should live. But when you are able to identify whom you are, your purpose really matters. Just as some relationship you.
Millian, I don't
Yes,
mean to
dear.
interrupt, okay? But Susan, I, as I'm here now, I have identified, I have recognized, I have let everyone know that I am the black sheep of my house. Yes. Why? Why? Because typical African community,
Yeah.
typical African home, you are expected to do things a certain way.
Yes.
Me in my house, I have never done things the same way everybody has done it.
Exactly.
Da.
You are unique.
Yes, and it does makes me the black sheep proudly.
Exactly.
Proudly. Because I don't believe that we are all going to toe the same path. We all
Mm.
have different paths to toe. We all have different ambitions, different places we are going to get to. But if
Mm.
we are meant to follow the same pattern, then where is the difference? Where is the uniqueness? So
Exactly.
proudly a black sheep forever will be unashamedly, unrepentantly the black sheep. And if that makes me
Exactly.
a bad person because I'm going to reach my goals at the end of the day, proud black sheep.
So congratulations, Millie, for that. That's very good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just
you're
yeah,
believe
welcome.
in yourself and work on it. It's not easy, but yeah.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
thinking of going to. I was supposed to keep saying December, but you're not here. So
Okay.
I think I'll pick. Oh, who would I pick? I'm picking. Okay. So thank you so much, Millie. Did I just pick somebody? I think I did. Okay, alien. Okay, good. So please.
Hey, this one, their home support too.
Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Miss Amoani.
Hi, hi, hi. Hey, home support. Okay, okay.
Please, I
I
have
like
a
it.
question.
Please, please, let's hear you.
Pacho, mami chocho meka ni twi na mati asiye.
Katri, Katri.
It can say because of social media, I am in dancing. Me so me kwa juma around 6:30. So sometimes I sleep around 4:30. Then I wake up around 6. Nti asa like ama me honam no ensi susu ye
This is so.
mama saa. See, is there any solution? Cause me
Share,
ndaye.
share, share. Me only how fortune will be very lazy, unashamedly lazy. Not lazy in the sense of my work, oh, but I value my sleep. Pa. And inti adie bia ebe se minda ana emma minda no. Mitwem ntentem. It's all about time
Okay.
management. Then an American social
Okay.
media is word, TikTok is word, mitimish the abundance of
Yeah.
life. Time at PM extra also. Just add this production. We need to this production. Ma, omo dan na omo madano. Susan mo madano. Now we show.
Yeah.
Do you get it? But omo madao. So, please time management. Manage your time.
Okay.
Ebia by 11 namada.
Okay.
By 11 namada. Catch on say by 11 namada. Inti shushe bibia usha ebema wadante. And I say
Okay.
you are enyum na obeti o just find another distraction.
Okay.
Ebema
Okay.
wadante.
Okay.
Ope kra se phone na won't mean doom no kra do mu data and na fa phone to fa to njan fa to mpa ne so fa to nchen
Okay.
baby so that you can sleep
Yeah.
because sleeping at 4:30 and waking up at 6 and opa because
Mm.
you are cranky you are
Yeah.
moody I say obi anhu ye wahi there be one me pacho so manage the time why
Okay. Thank you so much. I love you, Queen.
Yes, you need to know how to manage your time because your work is very important. As much as you love it, you also need to like prioritize yourself. So
Yeah.
set your priorities right.
Okay.
true yeah now unza one that's why it doesn't make you it makes you unproductive
Function well.
because during the
Yeah.
day that you're supposed to work, nafe wenikum,
Yes.
it makes you very unproductive. So yes, priorities, prioritize your stuff. So that you know when to sleep
Okay.
and you be yawning. It's not nice. Yes.
I would like to add to her that in case she don't like reading, she should just get a book. Sometimes when you get a book and you want to read a story, before you realize you are gone and the phone will be
Yeah, it
somewhere
makes you
else.
sleep.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if better still, she should just allow the phone's battery to be running down. She shouldn't put it on charge. Me, that's how I do it sometimes. And if she's a lover of music, as I said, get some Bluetooth music box, make
Okay.
noise. Let the people join you in the house. Let them dance with you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for
much.
coming and sharing your questions and really educating people. We really appreciate it. Bye. So I can see people we really love Miss Amoani on this thing. I think we'll be calling her.
Hey.
We'll be calling her
Hey,
again.
Susan, we have a lot of love as well. I must say, I see Susan's lawyer. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Please don't leave her. Oh, follow. We have bigger things coming up.
To wrap it
Yes.
up, thank you guys so much, and I hope you learned a lot. Please, the effect of social media is very, very, very high. So let's stop the comparison. Let's learn to love ourselves. Let's not put ourselves on a standard, because putting yourself on a standard is you putting yourself at risk, because it's not safe for each and everybody. So please, let's try and love ourselves more and like open ourselves to learn new things and also accommodate people as well. And then social media bullying. Hey, this one I don't want to.
It's serious. So,
But then again, let's love lead, and then prioritize yourself is very important. So we are coming to the end of tea with Suza, and as I always say, I love you all so so much, and so sorry about not hearing me and all that. This is my first time. I promise to work on it moving forward. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you. I didn't expect this, but you guys turned up 100% from it, and I really appreciate it. This isn't just another podcast, it's your safe space to learn, laugh, connect, and spill a little tea while we are at home. So grab your favorite tea, turn on your notification, and join the conversation every Thursday at 7 p.m. live on TikTok.